Forgot to do that. So basically, this is kind of what the entrance to our kitchen looks like. The dishwasher install is to the top end. It's off of the image here. All right. So this is a wall here at the top. Up here, this is a wall. Up here, this is our pantry. Put food and canned goods and all that kind of stuff in here. And this is technically a wall. It's where our water heater is. It's a big canister thing, and this is actually a wall. That's a wall, and this is a door. So that's a door. That's where a water heater sits. So this is something that can't be moved. This is where a refrigerator is. It sits in this nice little hole, basically, between the water heater and this is like a countertop type area. And when Mrs. Gimpy we needed a new refrigerator. Mrs. Gimpy insisted on getting this nice big refrigerator. I go, you don't want a big refrigerator. It's going to take up too much space. It's going to cause problems in the future. She goes, no, but I want a big refrigerator, stainless steel, blah, blah, blah. And I went, okay, fine. Well, here's the problem. This is how much space we have to get our existing dishwasher and new dishwasher through. Originally, when I first got this place, the refrigerator only came down to here, roughly. The original refrigerator was only this much space. So you had this much space to play around with. No problem getting a dishwasher, a stove, everything through this area. Just wide enough to get everything through. However, this now is too narrow. You can't get the old dishwasher out, can't get the new washer in. So the only solution we have is we have to get somebody, the install guy that came out for the dishwasher today, he brings it out, he comes in, he looks at it and goes, I don't think that's going to fit. So he breaks out his tape measure, he measures, he goes, that's not going to fit. And he measured the, existing one. He goes, that's not going to fit. He goes, you have to take the doors off the refrigerator. Because because the door is like that thick or so. It's like, one of these 2-door setups. And you can take this door off, which is upper, it's the freezer and everything is down below. There's a middle drawer for like bottled water and that kind of stuff. And then there's an upper section, and this door swings out this way. And you can actually remove the door and free up about 2 or 3 inches when you do that. But the guy says you're going to have to do that, plus take out the middle drawer, unless you want to try to pick the dishwasher up over your head, or if you want to get it above your waist, too much and, throw your back out, you have to take out the middle drawer too. And he says, I'm not going to do that. He says, because they only sent me out, because for dishwasher installs, they only send out one guy, because normally dishwasher installs, you just cart it in on a dolly and slide it in and you're done. That's it. It doesn't require 2 guys. But in order to do this install, they need 2 guys. We only have one dishwasher. We have an existing one that doesn't work, and then we have the new one. So, and this is our situation here. So Mrs. Gimpy is calling around trying to find guys who will basically take the door off, or take the doors off that need to be taken off and do the install too. And she's calling around. That's where she was just giving me some updates on that. So again, that's our situation with our dishwasher, because somebody needed a super big refrigerator that we don't need. She wanted this big. I told, don't get a big refrigerator. We don't need that. There's only 2 of us. We don't need that much. She goes, but I really like this one. I really want it. Blah, blah, blah. And I go, we don't need it. And I said, it's going to cause problems. So punch a hole in the wall or ceiling and put it in that way. Well, we could tear out the front window area of the kitchen and rip out our sink, and no problem. We could just bring it in through the outside wall. Putting it through the ceiling would be too difficult, I think. That'd be a little bit too much work, because you have to go through an attic and all this other fun stuff. And, you might run into water pipes and all this. I think she'd probably run into water pipes to rip out the sink. So, yeah, it's not a good situation. Again, it's all Mrs. Gimpy's fault, but she doesn't see it that way. She's blaming the dishwasher manufacturers for making the dishwashers too big. And I go, what about the dishwasher that's already in there? That's the same size as the one you bought. It's been in there for like 10, 15 years minimum. I go, the only person to blame here is the person who wanted this huge ass refrigerator that's way too big. So, how'd you get the fridge in the first place?
Hello everyone.
'Cause
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyNe. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
yeah, thank you for watching. Happy Tuesday. So Vuk rules, but where would she keep the food for Scout? Where she keeps it now? She keeps it in a little drawer near the front door, or she keeps it out in the garage when there's not enough room in the drawer. That's how that works. How'd you get the fridge in the first place? The fridge came in pieces because this door, right? This is basically the doors right here at the top. It came in without the doors, without the drawers. They brought all that stuff in. Basically, they brought in the first part of the refrigerator first, without all the doors and shit on it, and it slid right in, no problem. It went right through this space, not a problem at all. They just, slid it in, slid it back into its little cubby here, and made all the connections, no problem. Then installed all the doors, fine. That's the way it was. But now, because the thing is built, it's in place, and the doors all installed. In order to get anything decent size through here, like a dishwasher, the doors have to come off. And it's not even all the doors. The bottom drawer, which is the freezer, that's staying because it's too big. You could pull it out, but if you pull the drawer out, you got nowhere to put the dishwasher. So, because it would basically take up all the space here. And, first you have to take out the first dishwasher. And if you pull the drawer out for the freezer, you have no space to take the dishwasher out. So the bottom drawer has to stay, but the two top doors and the middle drawer can all come out. And because the middle drawer can be put somewhere else because it's not that big. And the doors we put somewhere else too. So again, we have to take out the two top doors, the middle drawer, and then that should give us enough space to get the dishwasher through. And even then, they're going to have to pick it up off the ground to about waist level or so and move it that way through. So, yeah. The fridge is way too big. It's a problem. Why Scout is in the fridge yet? Oh, Scout's not in the fridge yet. She'd like to be. Tetris Engineer? Oh, no, I already figured out what needs to be done. I knew what would happen. As soon as Mrs. Gimpy told me that the dimensions of the dishwasher, I went, those are basically the same dimensions as the current dishwasher. That's not going to fit. Without taking doors off, that's not going to fit. But she didn't believe me. She goes, don't worry, the install guys, they'll do it. They'll do it. And then the install gets here, and it's one guy, and he goes, I can't do this. He says, I can't do this by myself. So, because the dishwasher is like 100 some odd pounds, which is 50 kilos or so, 45, 50 kilos. He goes, I can't pick this up by myself. I got to take one out and then put a new one in by myself. He says, that's not going to happen. He said, because he says it's one thing if it's just sliding it on the, at foot level on a dolly, not a problem. Getting it upstairs, not a problem because we're up on the second floor. Lifting it up to waist level by yourself and moving it through this space twice, not going to happen. So, yeah. Easy 3-minute. No, it's a 2-man job that'll take probably 10, 15 minutes to get the doors off. And then it'll take the actual install for the dishwasher itself for about half hour or so because they have to hook up water and that kind of stuff. So, strong man, install man. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Anyway, that's our excitement for this week. What will be next week? Scout will probably visit us way too many